So, welcome back to the Smith family story. This is a 9-part caregiving series where I take you over my shoulder and show you what actually happens inside a family when aging starts changing everything. And this is part 3 out of 9. So, if you missed the earlier videos, go back and start there first. These are just basically about 5 or 6 minute segments, so you won't be overwhelmed in your busy schedule. Hi, I'm Suzanne Fasella, retired physician assistant and healthcare advocate who teaches family caregivers how to go from emotional chaos to strong leadership in senior care with more confidence, less exhaustion, and the right resources. I don't fix problems. I teach caregivers how to fix their own problems. That's what I do. So this story continues about what is the real problem here. Where is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mary, and Dan stuck? What can't they get past? After the kitchen table conversations, I have Mary I've spoken to alone, Dan I've spoken to alone, and don't forget, I've already spoken to the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, all alone. Nobody else there but them. Then I always ask one simple question. Would you mind showing me around your home? That's when the truth really starts to surface. Now, you might think that I have to sit down and talk to them some more. I've already observed enough as they talk to me. Mr. Smith stands up from his chair. He does so slowly because he can't move very well. He reaches for his cane, and interestingly enough, he then leaves it behind. So that tells me something about Mr. Smith. He walks bent forward. His shoulders are angled at almost 45 degrees from his waist. He insists he's fine. I ask if his feet hurt. He says no. Then I ask if they're numb, and he pauses. And guess what? He says yes. So feet typically may not hurt if they're numb because he can't feel anything anyway. So that small pause tells me more than the answer. If they're numb, can he really feel his feet at all? Mrs. Smith moves more quickly, which is good. She wears compression stockings. She wears orthopedic shoes, and she still gardens. She loves her gardening. She still drives, but only during the day. So she takes Mr. Smith to all his appointments. On the surface, Mrs. Smith looks very strong. But strength and stamina are not the same thing. Strength and stamina, not the same thing. And as we move from room to room, I don't comment on rugs or lighting. You might think I do, but I don't. That's not where I'm at. I watch patterns. Who carries what? Who reaches? Who steadies? Who defers? I'm looking for the relationships between the house and them and then one another. Mr. Smith tells his wife what he needs, and she brings it to him. He tells her when he's ready to eat, and she takes care of that. She adjusts herself and her schedule to the needs of Mr. Smith. And then he tells her when he's tired, and she rearranges that schedule to accommodate him. She says that she rests, that she takes time out, but I don't see her sit, not once. So what does that tell us? Now, Mary believes moving them into her home would solve this. Mary believes that maybe she can take some of the burden. Well, I've already seen Mary's house, and space is tight. Privacy is thinner than everybody realizes. When families move in together, everyone is on their best behavior. This lasts for guess how long? Typically 6 months, sometimes only 2 or 3 months. Then the strain begins to show. And so Mary did right by calling me ahead of time. She wanted her parents to move in. They didn't want to move in. But the house reveals something more important. This isn't just about safety. It's about exhaustion. It's about identity. It's about control. Space, yes, but the unspoken fear. What is that unspoken fear? Most families think that the question is the house safe enough? But the deeper question, the one that we're really looking for, is who is quietly carrying more than they can sustain. You think it's Mrs. Smith, but is it? If we don't separate love from rescue here, this situation is going to escalate. It's not going to happen dramatically. It's going to happen very slowly over the months that Mr. and Mrs. Smith has moved in. And slowly is always more dangerous. In the next video, I'm going to show you the moment everything shifts, the conversations that most families avoid until it's too late. These conversations have got to come out. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.